This MOOPIL series of Texas A&M University is provided through Project LISTO. Literacy-infused science using technology innovation opportunities. The video series is comprised of experts in the field talking about their research while making important contributions to the art of teaching in the K-12 environment. Project LISTO is funded through a competitive I-3 grant from the U.S. Department of Education Investing in Innovation program. The LISTO project is a collaboration among the Center for Research and Development in Dual Language and Literacy Acquisition, Education Leadership Research Center, and Aggie STEM.
Howdy, I am Michael Rugh, a mathematics education PhD student. My research focuses on STEM education. I'm going to talk about how toys might be used as a catalyst for learning physics. In particular, I'm going to share my experience in using fidget spinners and other spinning toys to motivate students to explore the topics involved in circular motion. In 2017, I was an instructor in a summer camp for STEM-oriented middle and high school students. The students learned about physics through popular spinning toys. While the summer camp students were in middle and high school, I am confident that this method of teaching can be applied to elementary school students by focusing on more introductory physics topics like mass, force, friction, equations, conversions between measurement systems, and rotations per minute, or speed. At the beginning of the camp, students played with fidget spinners and other spinning toys, including gyroscopes, tippy tops, and whirligigs. While they played, I told them to write down any observations and questions they might have. The goal was to get them to start thinking scientifically. Their responses were incredible. Students engaged their minds and imaginations and came up with a wide variety of observations and questions. One student noted that the heavier the object, the longer it would rotate, and that lighter objects spun faster. Many mentioned the weight, spin time, and speed of the spinning objects. The students developed questions that demonstrated their interest in learning new concepts about these toys. Some asked how fast the spinners spin. Others mentioned friction or asked what causes the spinners to stop. These would be excellent segues into discussions of science topics. You can make spinning tops with cardboard, tape, pencils, and pennies to explore concepts like distribution of mass and spin time. You can discuss mass of the pennies, distance from the axis of rotation to the pennies, and the spin time in order to lay the foundations for them one day learning advanced topics like moment of inertia. Invite your students to bring fidget spinners one day, or purchase your own for the classroom. You can find them cheap online or in many popular stores. You can hold contests and ask why some fidget spinners spin longer than others. Get them to start thinking about friction as the main reason that fidget spinners stop. You can even ask them, how fast is your fidget spinner spinning? Let them think about this. Compare it to other spinning objects. The hands on a clock, a figure skater, a basketball spun on a finger, a football thrown by a professional quarterback, a bicycle wheel. How can they tell how fast these objects are spinning? Historically, it was very difficult to measure the angular velocity of a fast spinning object. With recent advances in technology, however, there are many methods of measuring this. The most accessible method that you can use in your classroom is on a cell phone. Many newer cell phones have slow motion options on their cameras. Use these to video some fidget spinners in motion. However, even in slow motion, it can be difficult to count rotations of a fidget spinner correctly, so it may help to put a little piece of colorful tape on one of the arms of the spinner. You will want the students to count how many rotations the spinner makes in a given amount of time. To do this, get a stopwatch or another phone with a timer. Make sure the timing device and the fidget spinner are both visible when recording in slow motion. I have found that the best way to do this is to start the recording, spin the fidget spinner, and then hit the timer. Stop the recording when the timer reaches 5 seconds. When watching the recording, the students can count how many spins the fidget spinner makes between the moment the timer starts and when it reaches 5 seconds. Because there are 12 sets of 5 seconds in a minute, they can then multiply the results by 12 to find the number of rotations per minute. Popular toys can be used to teach science concepts and help students begin to think scientifically. Don't be afraid to use fidget spinners in your classroom to create interesting and engaging science activities.